Hey folks, Bill Anderson once again here reporting to you for the Trudy Haynes Show. And the big issues that are going on right now in the city of Philadelphia remain the same as they have been over the last couple weeks. For the most part, we're talking about education and we're talking about the funding that it takes to get to where we need to be. As you can see, we're here at the Philadelphia School District. And the big issue that's going on right now, City Council has been asked to raise about $80 million in additional funding. They've come up with a plan that they think may work, but what that could likely lead to is about 2/3 of the city will receive a property tax decrease. The remaining third could see a significant property tax increase. People are upset, people are concerned, and community groups have gotten involved in this ongoing fight. One such group is Enon Tabernacle Baptist Church. Their leader, their senior pastor, Reverend Alan Waller, spent some time with us to tell us why it was important enough for his church and other community groups to get involved.
We're getting to a place in this country where our children are not loved, they're tolerated. And we have to remind persons across the board that children are important. We all agree something has to change, but that we're going to ensure that the product is good, that the process is accountable, and that the personnel involved in it are diverse and represents the best of academic thought, the best of community engagement, and the best of creative political funding.
And Reverend Waller and his group funded a full study that they submitted to the SRC. Remains to be seen if the SRC will take it under advisement. One of the other things that has come up is that many people are coming together to see if there are additional ways to address this. We sat down with a former chair of the School Reform Commission, Sandra Dungy Glenn, and asked her just what's going on and ultimately what would it take to get the schools to where they need to be.
Even with all the other issues people raise about whether we pay too much for central office or whether we pay teachers adequately or do we need to cut back on contracts. If you did all of those things, and yes, we should fix management too, but even if you do all of those things, you still have to fundamentally put more financial investments in public education to get the outcomes we need for our children.
And after finding out that it was a funding issue, according to Commissioner Sandra Dungy Glenn, we asked her just how much money it would actually take to get the district where we need it to be.
They figured out we needed to spend somewhere between $4,000 and $5,000 more per child than we were currently spending in like $2008. So I suspect that's still about the same gap now. Probably $4,000 to $5,000 more than what we're currently able to spend here in Philadelphia. The number varies a little bit around the state, but overall, I think it meant that the state of Pennsylvania should be spending something like an additional $4 to $5 billion per year on education to reach the standards that the state has decided and designated.
So that's where we stand, folks. The city is facing, or the school district is facing, between an $80 and $90 million deficit that they're asking City Council to close. The proposal right now on the table is a revision of your property taxes that they say will lead to a property cut for about 2/3 of the citizens of Philadelphia, but a significant increase for the remaining third. Basically, about $1,800 in property taxes is the estimate per $100,000 of value. That's the proposal right now. It will be negotiated. That's what the district says that they need, so schools like this, the Henry School in Mount Airy, can stay open, I should say, and function. We'll keep you up to speed with everything that is taking place as community groups come together, as folks are asking the SRC for answers and asking City Council to make the SRC accountable to the public. I'm Bill Anderson, talk radio host for 900 AM WURD, reporting for the Trudy Haynes Show on Bounce TV. Make sure you stay tuned to the Trudy Haynes Show. It's the only place you can get the inside information, talk directly to the newsmakers, and become more informed than anyone else. Stay tuned. I'm Bill Anderson. This is the Trudy Haynes Show. Enjoy your day.